Many are suspecting China of espionage. Joining me now is Jia Wang, interim director of the China Institute. Good morning. Thank you for being with us. So,
Good
can
morning.
you first of all give us the knowledge that you have, what you know about these Chinese high altitude balloons? What is this program all about?
Well, there is not a lot of information out there, as and all our audience members probably would know that if it is indeed a surveillance program, and then it will be highly protected. The details will be highly protected, and according to the U.S. Government and their State Department, there is some intelligence about this surveillance balloon strategy, and they claim there might be a fleet of over 40 Chinese civilians balloons sent around the world, and including, of course, as they claim, the one that was shot down about 10 days ago, and there was another one flying over Latin America. And of course, the Chinese government said these are weather balloons. These are for scientific reasons. They're civilian balloons. They're civilian balloons rather than civilians spy balloons. So there's always the denial from the Chinese side. But according to U.S. sources, that this is nothing new. And even during Trump administration, there have been quite a few incidents of Chinese balloons flying over the U.S. So apparently, it has been going on for some time, and whether the scope is expanding, and what are the information these balloons are hoping to collect. I think that's what the U.S. military is trying to find out
Well, that was going to be
when
my
they're.
next question. What sort of information could be extracted from these overhead objects?
Well, people are wondering, of course, during this stage and era of satellites, why would you send around a balloon that kind of slow moving and is more easily spotted? Apparently, according to experts, that these balloons, they're of course very cost effective. They're slow moving, then they can stay in one spot for longer time. So they do have their utility, and they can be surveilling information from the ground, and then potentially even collecting particles. So there are maybe a range of information these balloons can potentially collect that satellites couldn't. So apparently there's still utilities for these balloons, and China
What
is not the only country in the world that are using balloons for civilians.
Well, and that's sort of what China's response was in part. I mean, at first they said the first balloon was a weather balloon, and then they said that they accused the U.S. of using these same balloons to spy. What do you make of the way China has responded?
Well, it becomes again war of words, because there's very little trust between the U.S. and China. And when the incident happened, the two countries often pointing fingers at each other. And China at the very beginning was conciliatory. They were at least sending their regrets and saying, "Oh, this is a weather balloon blown off course." And later, the rhetoric is getting stronger. The Chinese is accusing the U.S. of shooting down something that is Chinese and is civilian in nature. And now, just very recently, the Chinese foreign ministry spokesperson accused U.S. of sending spy balloons over the Chinese airspace, and they claim it's over 10 times just in the past year. So basically, of course, they're trying to say the U.S. is doing civilians of China, and the U.S. is doing the same thing. If this balloon, the first balloon was shot down by the U.S. military 10 days ago, if evidence is showing that it is for spying purposes, then China can say, okay, U.S., you're doing the same. We're just returning the favor, and we're not doing anything you're not doing. So, I mean, there's no doubt that both U.S. and China are spying on each other or using intelligence gathering mechanisms towards each other. And so it's just part of this unfortunate situation where there's very little trust between the two countries, and there's also not a lot of communications channels.
Yeah.
So when an incident happens, it just tend to evolve into something that is perhaps bigger, and hopefully it doesn't evolve into anything major or into any type of crisis.
Yeah. Yeah. Jia Wang, we're going to have to leave it there for today. Jia Wang is the interim director of the China Institute at the University of Alberta. Thank you so much.